We're going on down to Supernode, the Cory student makerspace. We'll find out all about it. It's a pretty exciting space. When this sort of space was first opened, we got the bench, we got the tables, and the test equipment. I was like, all right, your turn.
Yeah.
The idea is that anyone who has keycard access is supposed to keep the door open just to welcome in people who don't have keycard access.
My name is Douglas Hutchings. I am a member of Pioneers in Engineering. We've learned very early on that it's not simple enough to just plop a space down on a campus. There has to be rules around its governance. There has to be a committee of people running it. Pi, to some degree, is helping out with the management of that, making sure the resources and the expertise are around. It's a place where people can do things.
So my name is Vikram, and I'm a junior. I've been involved with this space kind of since the beginning. I'm currently the Vice President of IEEE.
I'm Steve Yudlowski. I'm a junior in EECS here at Berkeley, and I'm involved with managing the space, keeping it running, getting students involved, and right now I'm working on a project to build biosensors.
I'm Rishi Sharma. I'm an EECS major and a junior, and most of what I do is theoretical stuff. I'm into the theory classes, but some of the times I spend in here just working on an EEG project with a helicopter.
This all started about 2 summers ago when I was invited to a meeting to discuss renovations for this room. This used to be the IEEE lab, and the EECS department received a grant from Texas Instruments to basically redo both this space, the study room outside, and the E40 lab downstairs. Our goal is to basically provide a space where students can work on their own personal projects, something that didn't really exist before on campus. But now this space exists so that anyone can come and use the resources that we have to work on basically any project that they're interested in. Over here we have the 3D printer. We have a MakerBot Replicator 2X, and this is actually one of the more popular resources that we have because a lot of people don't have access to a 3D printer anywhere else on campus.
So I actually did a good chunk of this project in here. I'm Derek Cho. I am a third-year EECS major with a mechanical engineering minor, and I am working on a large deal of projects, one of which is this siphon segment display here, the biggest one of which is the solar car that I'm working with the CalSol solar vehicle team.
I was first introduced to this space through CalSol because at the beginning of the year we had trainings for how to do things like tab welding the batteries and soldering the solar cells. And so the training took place here, and I think that was the first time I actually got to come in here and really see all the cool things that were in here. It's really encouraging people to play around with things and play around with ideas, and I feel like it's a place that I've learned a lot and that it encourages me to learn more. So I'm Cheryl Chang, and I'm a first-year material science major.
I'm Roy Tu. I'm a first-year EECS major pursuing a bachelor's degree. All right, so this is a tic-tac-toe board made out of logic gates and deflops, so just 1-bit memory or 2-bit memory. I don't know, I kind of like it like this. It just looks so ridiculous.
My name's Rhea Miara. I'm a 4th-year EECS, Electrical Engineering and Computer Science major here at Cal, and I'm working on founding and the Cal UAV team, which is the unmanned aerial vehicle team. This project that I have at hand right now is a quad rotor. Her name is Sophie, Greek for intelligence, and we're working on some autonomous flight for it via an Android application. Yeah, so actually another side project I'm working on, some Google Glass development, just working on flying this thing. This is, of course, future plans, flying this thing via the glass, which would be incredible, I think. There's an air radio telemetry module. So one goes in via USB to my laptop, and it has a corresponding antenna. And then the air module hooks up to this wire here, and we kind of mount it up. It hooks up here, another antenna comes out of here, and it sends data, debugging information, altitude information, GPS location information. So basically, it routes all the information to a GUI, a graphic user interface, for further kind of experimentation, research, kind of a better understanding of why your quad acted in the way that it did.
So I'm Eldon. I'm a junior EEC student here at UC Berkeley. So one of the reasons I love this lab is it's one of the few places on campus that you can actually work on personal projects. And it's just a really relaxed, kind of chill environment that we can all kind of get together and put our heads together and get some cool stuff done.
My name's Sam Fall. I'm an EECS major, computer science, electrical engineering, computer science. And we use this MakerSpace here to not only have a lot of fun, because there's just a lot of cool stuff here, I mean, period. But we also made this very nice E40 project, was our final project, and printed the case, did the soldering in here. It was great.
We made this board in addition to it. And what this guy does is, this is a digital board. Inside is a TI MSP430 microcontroller and a Maxim integrated DS1803 digital potentiometer. So what we're able to do with this is actually use a keypad on the other side of our enclosure right here and enter values. And what this guy will do is do some math and translate that to appropriate resistance values to adjust the parameters in the circuit. I remember a while back, TI gave us quite a bit of integrated circuits. And we auditioned some of them on this board and sort of found out which ones worked out best.
My name's Shilpika Chowdhury, and I'm a bioengineering material science double major. And I'm in my 3rd year, and I'm making a glowy hypercube.
Yeah, I actually am so happy to know that this space exists, because I've been wanting to do 3D printing for a long time, and I also do a lot of artwork. So I'm like an engineer gone artist sometimes. So I'm doing a 3D stereographic projection of a 4-dimensional object. So you can rotate it, and as time changes, the 3D structure changes. Basically, a cube in a dimension higher than 3 dimensions.
Oh, great. This is why you want clean soldering joints. All right, cool. My name's Gokul Ramesh. I am a 2nd year right now, and my project is the analog synth. And then a friend of mine made a theremin. I was probably like one of the first people to actually use this space. They let us in maybe a week before it was actually opened, and this project was completely done the night before the grand opening. I was here all night, and there were 2 other people with me. I'm part of a student organization called IEEE, and we're one of the groups that manages the space. And so what my involvement in IEEE is I am the director of a committee called HOPE, which stands for Hands-on Practical Electronics. And we're a community outreach group where we try and provide electrical engineering concepts to non-engineers and even people outside of Berkeley. Roy was in that class last semester. He made a tic-tac-toe board completely out of digital logic. When we start teaching people in HOPE, we generally go through sound because lots of the circuitry has to do with signal processing. A few of the other things we do include E4K, which is engineering for kids, where kids between, I believe, in 5th through 8th grade come here to Berkeley, and we give them a little project to do. And last year we gave them this project. This is basically an analog synth. It has 13 buttons on it actually, and it goes from A3 down here to A4 up here, and it just goes through the whole octave. These 2 are just potentiometers which control 2 filters. This one is a low-pass filter and this one's a high-pass filter. Because it ends up cutting out most of the signal as well. So it's a simple relaxation oscillator with 2 filters and then a voltage follower just to output to the speaker. They put a little bit of it together and then all of a sudden it makes noise and it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.